Hello everyone, I'm gonna show you here how to make this beautiful doll dress. I'm gonna be using this stripe yarn. It's the only skein that I have for this kind of color. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it will be enough to complete the at least the body part, of the dress. Okay, we'll see. So now we're gonna start casting on. I'm gonna use this clip to cast on to add a little weight, and then we're gonna go every other needle. That's how we start, when using this kind of machine. Just making sure you start from the black needle and then you go every other needle until we get to the last white needle is when we are going to stop. If you see my logo in the middle, is because I do have an Amazon store. I sell handmade products. I will leave the link below in case you want to take a look what I have. But I'm trying to learn how to make other kind of items with this machine, like this doll dress. I'm so excited to make this dress at this time. Okay, so now I'm gonna put that yarn in the feeder, and then we're gonna start cranking. Because I only have this color of yarn, only one skein is what I have, so I'm gonna see, hopefully it will be enough to make the dress. We'll see. So I'm going to fast forward here. Oh my gosh, look how that looks. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, when I saw the result, of the circles of the stripes on this tube, wow, it's beautiful. Just to look at it is beautiful. Okay, so I think I did 40 rows. I think that's what I crank 40 rows. Anyways, because the measurements, the rows that you will need to make the dress is because you need to measure the length, how long you want the dress for your doll. So I think I'm gonna make it like a little higher of the knees. So, and then I think these were 40 rows. I think that will be enough. And because I do need to add the crochet technique on the top and at the bottom also of the tube. So now it's time to cast off, but I'm not gonna use the I don't have that much of this kind of yarn, of this stripe yarn. As I said, I have other colors, but I don't have this kind of color. The stripe one I don't have. I'm gonna be using this black waist yarn to cast off. Okay, so that would be perfect to use the extra yarn. Okay, so I'm gonna be fast forwarding this process because it was going to take me a little bit, going one by one, not to drop any stitches. Okay, we're done with this. Now we have a perfect tube there. Now what I'm gonna do next is to grab this crochet hook. I'm going to start crocheting. First I'm going to mark here where I'm going to start, and this is a crochet hook of 3.75. I think this one came with my Sentro knitting machine. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is grabbing the next loop, and we're gonna, you know, make one row or one circle using the crochet hook. Okay, so I think I'm finishing here with the row. I'm almost, you know, to the starting point. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the waste yarn. Okay, so we're just gonna complete one row of crochet first. I think I'm almost done here. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so right now I just need, I'm gonna cut enough yarn, you know, I'm gonna have enough yarn to a long tail, you know, to make sure I have enough to complete the second row of crochet. Okay, so right now what I'm gonna be doing is removing the waste yarn. We don't need it anymore. We already did the crochet, so perfect. But I need to crochet a second row here because one is not enough. With the second one will be perfect. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm finishing here. I did fast forward that part because it was going to take me a little bit of time. So I'm finishing here with the second circle of crocheting. I'm learning, okay, this technique of crochet. I really love it, but I'm still learning, so it took me a little time, but it doesn't matter. It's worth it. Okay, so I'm done with both sides. Look how nice it looks. Okay, this is the body part of the dress. Now we need the sleeves, and for that I'm gonna be making a dress with long sleeves. Not too long, but enough. It's gonna be a dress with long sleeves. So I'm gonna use this 22 needle knitting machine. I think this is the Sentro brand. Okay, I'm gonna be using another kind of color of yarn. I'm gonna use this orange, which goes exactly, you know, it matches the color of the stripe yarn that we use for the body of the dress. Okay, I'm gonna do here the same thing, you know, grabbing every other needle to cast on the yarn. But this machine gave me difficult to do that. It was moving too much. The needles, it was so hard. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it needs to be lubricated or something like that. I think I'm gonna buy some machine oil, you know, to lubricate this machine because it was giving me hard time. I better purchase, you know, the Addi machine, the 22 needle, because this one is I don't like this one. But I had to use it right now because I don't have any other that is this size, and we need the 22-inch to make the sleeves of the dress. You know, we need 2 tubes that will complete the sleeves for the dress. Okay, so I'm fast forwarding here the process. And because this one doesn't have any row counter, what I did was I let the yarn to touch the table. That way it was going to be enough for the sleeve. I'm working on the second one here, cranking the second one, doing the same process, leaving the yarn to touch the table to start casting off, and we're done. Okay, so we have the two smaller tubes for the sleeves. Now I'm gonna be doing the same thing that I did with the bigger tube. I'm gonna be using the crochet hook again, but this time on each end I'm gonna be doing just one circle, only one circle of crochet. Okay, same thing, we're gonna grab the next loop, slip in the crochet hook, in the loops, and until we complete one circle. So I did that for all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 ends. The 4 ends of each of the circles. I mean of the tubes. Okay, so after that I need to attach these tubes to my dress, to the larger tube. Okay, I'm gonna use these clips to make sure. I'm gonna be sewing, attaching both sleeves, both tubes to complete the dress. Okay, so I think I'm almost done there. I'm speeding the process here. This color matches the stripes of the body of the yarn. Okay, good. I think we're done sewing both sleeves and attaching the sleeves to the other tube, the larger tube. Okay, so far it looks good, but we're not done yet. We need to add more. We're gonna be using the same crochet on the top of the dress. Okay, we're gonna use the crochet technique again. This time we need to secure the 3 parts of the dress, the 2 sleeves in the big tube, to make sure is well made. Okay, so I'm using the same crochet hook and I'm gonna be doing 2 circles of crocheting. I think I'm finishing here. I'm fast forwarding this process as well because it takes a little time, but you know what to do. Okay, so I'm done with the 2 circles of crocheting. Okay, making a few knots there, and voila, the dress is done. Now it's time to put it on the doll. Wow, look how beautiful the doll looks with this dress. Perfect, perfect. I'm just adjusting there, the top part of the dress. The sleeves were the exact size. Wow, everything is perfect on this dress. I love it. I love my results of this dress. Okay, look at the back of the dress. Wow, perfect. The size, perfect. Look at the sleeves. I didn't even need to count the rows on the sleeves because, you know, since the machine doesn't have any row counter. Anyways, it's perfect. We don't need that counter. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will be making more videos. And don't forget to subscribe.